Football21.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Take a lap.
What is going on, good people? My name is Smitty, and you're watching the Fantasy Football Show, and we're here for one reason alone. We've got a little pieces of little news scattered around news wires right now. DK Metcalf talk. Where's my megaphone? Whoa. Smitty, there's some rumors about DK Metcalf potentially getting traded. Are these correct? The God's honest truth is we don't know, because this is a crazy, bizarro offseason. If you think for a second that DK Metcalf might not get traded, you are out of your mind, because it could happen in this particular offseason. No offseason's crazier than this one. And DK could be on the move. Don't think for a second this can't happen. Don't count on it, but don't think that the Seahawks are blowing things up. Don't think they aren't capable of making a bigger mistake than they already made, getting rid of Russell Wilson without a backup plan. Why you blow up a situation like that is beyond me. Get rid of Pete Carroll. Maybe Wilson's like, I don't want to come back anymore. You guys, you already decided that you're not getting rid of Pete Carroll. I'm not staying. They may have been at a point of no return. Maybe. But they should have taken care of this at the beginning. Pete Carroll, no. You don't keep Pete Carroll over a top 5 quarterback. Russell Wilson's going to take the Denver Broncos potentially to the promised land. Mark my words, they are going to be a big-time contender, a top 3 team in the AFC, and Russell Wilson should not have been traded. That was a debacle. On top of that, you're going to maybe trade DK. Maybe they shoot down the rumors, but it sounds like the reports are talking about that they're entertaining the right offer if the right offer comes along. So if there's going to be a player that moves between now and the draft, let's say, if I had to rank them in order of likely to unlikely, and all 3 of them are head-scratchingly unlikely, okay, so calm down when I say the third name. The most likely, Lockett. I think Lockett probably getting moved feels a little easier to swallow for Seattle. And teams are going to be interested in acquiring Lockett. DK, it just so happens these 2 players are on the Seattle Seahawks who already dismantled half their team. And I get questions about Penny all the time. Is Penny going to be a star? Penny can't be a star on a team that can't move the football down the field. So I'm not excited about Penny right now. I was excited about Penny when Russell Wilson was on roster. Now I'm not too excited about Penny. DK is the second most likely player to be traded after Lockett. And then A.J. Brown gets kicked around a lot. The most unlikely of the 3, in my opinion, because Tennessee would be out of their minds. But we've seen teams make trades that literally make us scratch our heads. So is it possible? Sure. But I wouldn't count on the A.J. Brown thing happening. I think that one's going to get shot down more quickly than the other 2, or not end up happening. It wouldn't be smart for the Titans. They're not in a position where they're worried about anything specific and they need to get rid of him. It wouldn't make much sense at all. Any team will listen to a deal, sure, but it just wouldn't make much sense at all. Okay, let me copy this draft link and let me share this bad boy with you guys and post it right here so you guys can file in and grab a spot in the mock. I'm going to send it right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, boom! Grab that spot in the mock draft. It's right in front of your face. We're mock drafting. We're doing it live. And, let's hit this. I guess the music's not going to... Is this going to play? Apparently not. Here, let me do it for you. It's mock draft time. Where is my mock draft cue? Let's try it one more time. Apparently not. Okay, we're ready to draft. I'm in the... What am I in? Did I not grab a spot? Oh, I didn't grab a spot. You guys are going to kill me. I thought I grabbed a spot. Didn't I? Who's this? Is that me? We might have to. Is that me at that 1.8? I don't think that's me. I think it's someone else. Where did my spot go? We have to redo this. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. If you grab the spot, you're angry right now. You're angry. You should be. You should be very mad at your boy Smitty. Take a lap for me.
Take a lap.
New link 54321. Sorry, broskies. I apologize. I swear I grabbed the spot. I swear I did. Okay, file in. Good God. I'm gonna cause a riot on my show already. And we're how many minutes in? 8 minutes. We're 8 minutes in already? Holy crap. Okay. Boom. One QB. PPR. Let's roll. Sorry about that, guys. If you got in that first mock and you didn't get in the second mock, I apologize. That's on me. Number 1, Jonathan Taylor. Number 2, Najee Harris. Number 3 is Dalvin Cook. Number 4, Javonte Williams. That puts your boy Smitty on the clock here. And the best players available, Eckler. I'm not going after D. Henry. I'm not going after Kamara. I'm not going after CMC. I'm going wide receiver because these top 3 running backs, and when I say top 3, I mean Taylor, Cook, Javonte are all off the board. Let's go with JJ. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's make JJ the number 1 wide receiver taken in fantasy football 2022. Get on your horse, Justin Jefferson. Send Discord link in chat. It's go to smitty1.com, pal. Smitty1.com. I'll put it in the chat right now for you. Yes. Smitty1.com. You don't need to go through the Discord yet on these. I'm dropping the link right in the... But I will be dropping maybe the next link in the Discord. That's a good idea. Christian McCaffrey. Let's go over the draft. JT, Najee, Dalvin Cook. Way too early. Dub, maybe, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know if it's way too early to go Cook there. I personally am fearing injury, fearing off the field issues, fearing the fact that he had a very up and down season. I would go a number of different ways. But do you, J Dub? It's not a take a lap offense. You could be right, I could be wrong, but Cook feels a little risky at 1.3 this year. Javonte 1.4, love it. Jefferson, Chase, Eckler, Kupp, can't argue with any one of those picks right there. Tyreek Hill going at 1.9, Christian McCaffrey 1.10, DeAndre Swift at 1.11. You're going to start seeing Swift go around 8 to 11 or 8 to 12 on the regular. Prepare for that. Mixon at 1.12. Now this guy, fantasy whatever, can't read his full name, has back-to-backs. Took Devontae Adams. Breece Hall going so early in a redraft. I'm trying not to push Breece Hall this high. But when we do mock drafts and I continue to love Breece Hall at like 14, 16, 17, 18, look what we're doing. We've now got Breece Hall at 2.2. It's almost a take a lap moment, JR, because you're almost gonna ruin his ADP, which I think I'm probably gonna do anyway, the way that I'm gonna draft him too. But the 2.2, we can't be pushing him that high yet. Let's calm down on the Breece Hall, pushing him up. We don't want people knowing what time it is. He will climb this high, believe me. Remember when I told you Najee at number 8, number 9 overall last year was no joke? Yeah, well, Breece Hall is going to be in similar, at a similar rank. Just watch. Derrick Henry, fallen very far in our mock drafts. That's honestly almost too far, right? But people are scared to take him in these mocks because they feel like everyone's going to be like, oh, we don't like him here on the show, and you took Derrick Henry. He falls really far. 2.6 in a redraft. You won't see that in the real world. Eli Mitchell, 2.7's extremely early. I'm on the clock. Whew. I mean, at what point do you bank on Kamara? Chubb is really good here. So I'm going to queue Chubb, Kamara. I got 9 seconds left. Diggs. I'm gonna go Chubb here. It's a pretty good value for Chubb. I already got a wide receiver, so I feel like that's a smart move on my part. Waddle's pretty high there, bro, but I don't hate it. I just think you want to get him in you can get Waddle like at the beginning of the 4th round. I think you're reaching at 2.9. You should easily be able to get Waddle in a normal scenario at that 3.4 pick that you got. I don't know that I'd go Waddle that high. I love him though. Najee and Alvin Kamara is pretty solid, depending on if Alvin Kamara misses time. Odds are he's getting suspended. I don't know how long. 4 games, 6 games, 8 games, a whole year, not at all. No one knows the answer. But all we do know is there's video footage of this man kicking a man that is practically or is unconscious, and his entourage and him beating up a single individual in an elevator, and there's video footage of it. Kelce going at 3.1, which is a bargain. Even though I don't prescribe to drafting him earlier, like in the 1st round, because of Tyreek Hill vacating, it doesn't make me want to draft Kelce any earlier, but Kelce was already at 2.12 to 3.1 for me. That's where he remains, even after the Tyreek Hill departure. So that's good value. Mark Andrews at 2.10 feels early. I think both those the Cook and Andrews pick are a tad bit early, J-Dub, but do you? Kittle, Kamara, Najee, interesting. Jonathan Taylor, Diggs, Kelce's fantastic. You can't probably draft any better at that 1.1 than those 3 picks right there. Kelce, Diggs, and JT, phenomenal draft. Dalvin, Mark Andrews, what is J-Dub going to do? J-Dub's going to do something shocking here, like Akers or something. Herbert, a little early, but not bad. I mean, you're definitely taking all 3 of these guys a tad bit early, a wee bit early, but your team still looks very good. If Cook stays healthy, you're going to have a really good team. So it's not like you've messed anything up. I'm just saying. Well, get in there, Brian, and make some activity, pal. It's the off season. Things pick up a little bit more when we head down toward the months of June, July, and August. But we'd love to have you on the Discord cracking off content. Okay, I'm on the clock here. Gibson, I'm going to queue just in case I time out or something crazy. Walker, wide receiver, we got DK, we got Evans, we got Hopkins. Not bad. Okay, tight end, no. Quarterback, Josh Allen. Oh boy, what do I do here? Gibby. Let's go Josh Allen and try and build a totally balanced squad here and see how this looks. There's a couple players I liked a lot at that spot on my queue. I'll show you my queue because they won't last. Metcalf, Evans is okay there. Too early for Evans. Hopkins, decent 3rd rounder, but I didn't love that pick. I love Kenneth Walker there. But I can't complain with this squad right here. Of course I have, let's go to my team. Of course I have, I have potential running backs and wide receivers I'm passing on by taking Josh Allen, but he screamed, like, grab me at this draft slot. He screamed it, because he can outscore every single player in the NFL. So could Herbert. I like Herbert later, though. Herbert's got like a 4th round ADP. So Herbert I'm waiting on. I'm not taking Herbert ahead of Josh Allen because he can be had later. You got to use ADP to your advantage. I think Josh Allen at 3.5 is a steal. I'm going to take a little bit of Josh Allen shares in 2022. I'm going to take a little bit of Herbert shares. I'm going to do a little weight on quarterback strategy and take Trey Lance and Russell Wilson. I'm going to mix it around for sure. But I love Josh Allen, Nick Chubb, and Jefferson. It's a really good start so far. So pretty pleased with that. Kenneth Walker went at 3.6. I like that. D. Hopkins 3.7. Gibson 3.8. Mike Evans 3.9. Barkley, DK, Mike Thomas. Too early, bro. You can't take Mike Thomas in the 3rd round. Are you out of your... That's way too early, pal. Mahomes fell, though. Like, that was good. Burrow fell. Those are 2 really good picks right there. That Mahomes pick and that Burrow pick, probably going to be the best picks in the 4th round, and arguably the best picks in the... Actually, Kelce at 3.1 is a steal. Walker at 3.6 is good. There's a lot of good picks in round 3, but Mahomes and Burrow, fantastic picks right there. Unbelievable job. But what are you doing, Mike Thomas at 3.12? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. You can't. MT, y'all sleeping. Maybe MT's sleeping, Wesley. I don't know if we're sleeping. I think, look, here, Wesley, let me tell you something. When you're Mike Thomas or a Mike Thomas believer, you've got all the proving to do to us. We don't have to prove anything. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say we're sleeping. We're waiting to see if the man even shows up healthy. Like, there's no sleeping going on here unless it's MT sleeping in from a surgery. Like, there's no concern on any of our faces that we're sleeping at the wheel, not taking Mike Thomas in the 3rd round, Wesley. Let's relax. Okay, I've got a quarter. I could go any direction I want here. Aaron Jones, ETN. I'm just gonna cue some people I like here. Okay, go over to the wide receivers. Keenan Allen, sure. Let's cue him up. Amari Cooper, I guess. Oh man, this got thin real quick. Deontay, tight end, Waller. Okay, go. I got 5 seconds. Go to my queue. I don't know. It felt early. I just punched it. I don't mind Aaron Jones there. I feel like that's almost round 5, right? That's really deep. 4.8 is deep enough. Aaron Jones is a worry, but they got rid of Devontae Adams. So I'm going to say this right now. I like Aaron Jones past mid-4. I don't love him. I like him. I believe that if I'm running things in Green Bay, I'm using Aaron Jones a ton in the PPR game. Like I'm playing both Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon a ton. I'm making Aaron Jones, even though he's lining up at running back, I'm making him the reverse of Debo because he's a great receiving back. A-Rod loves him, trusts him, and you have a real opportunity to replace some of those targets that are vacated by Adams. Aaron Jones could be a steal. He could also be a bust, just so you know. I love the St. Brown pick. Are people really arguing Mike Thomas in the 3rd round? Please tell me we don't have multiple people in here. Appreciate you, Wesley, regardless, but let's stop on the sleeping on Mike Thomas. Like, if you were to take Mike Thomas in round 5, like 5.2, and you're like, you all are sleeping. You're all, I'm on the clock. Amari Cooper, that's good. Good, Cooper, I like it. Running back, look, AJ Dillon. This is the president, the former president of the United States. Q, 8 seconds, Waller. Do I go Waller, Cooper? Let's just go Cooper. Waller wasn't bad there. If you think, what am I doing with this? If you think, like if you came in and, I know what I was doing. And you're going to say, Smitty, 5.1, Mike Thomas. You're sleeping on Mike Thomas. That makes sense, Wesley. That makes sense if you come in and say Mike Thomas 5.2, you all are sleeping. You can't come in and take Mike Thomas literally a round or a round and a half too early and then say you're all sleeping. Wesley. This is arguable, Frederick. Come on. James Conner. Not bad. I like James Conner. Will you reach to get AJ Dillon now or go after another back? I would probably, my next pick, I probably would. Like I would have, he may or may not fall in this particular draft with you fine folks, but like I would probably take AJ Dillon next. Because my team's pretty good. I like the squad. I mean, Josh Allen, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones. Pretend we're starting 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. We're just doing 5 rounds to keep things moving. Or did we do, 5 rounds to keep things moving. So Chubb and Aaron Jones are my starting running backs. Amari Cooper and Jefferson, pretty decent wide receivers. This team right here, Russell Wilson, Taylor Diggs, Kelsey Etienne. I like that squad. Is that the one pick? That was the one pick. Yeah, it's hard to screw that up, but you did a really good job. You did not screw it up. Stafford, Najee, Deontay, Kittle, Kamara. It's going to all depend on Kamara. If Kamara shines, you will have a top 6 team. Herbert, Cook, Allen, Andrews, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So Cook and no other running back, but you got Andrews, you got the 2 wide receivers. That could be a good team. It's not top 4, but it's a good team. Javonte, Waddle, Pitts, Higgins, Jacobs. That could be very good and understated. Trey Lance, Eli Mitchell. Hello, Niner fan looter. Jamar Chase, Kenneth Walker, Monty. Very, very solid, understated team. Kenneth Walker will probably drive the success of that team. Kyler, Eckler, Hopkins, Henry, Godwin. Everything revolves on Henry. If Henry stays healthy, if Hopkins stays healthy, man, this could be a top 4 team with ease. But it's all on Henry, and I have a lot of doubt about Henry. Gibson, Cooper Kupp, Darren Waller, A.J. Brown, Akers. A lot of upside there. Fournette, Hill, Lamb, Evans, J.K. Not a huge fan of the running back stable, but you waited on running back, so it actually is pretty decent considering. It's because you got Hill, Lamb, and Evans. I mean, so, you know, what are you going to have at running back? Like an ETN and a, Fournette, maybe a little bit. I'm not a big fan of J.K. coming off an ACL tear, sharing carries because that's what Baltimore does. You're in a committee situation to begin with, and you have your quarterback vulturing touchdowns, so it's tough. McCaffrey, Barkley, Lamar, Debo, McLaurin, solid. Burrow, Swift, DK, Breece Hall, DJ Moore. I like that understated team there. And then the last team, Mahomes, Mixon, Adams, MT, AJ Brown. Nice job. Nice job, people. Let's do it again. Let's do it live. I'm going to take 2 spot I haven't done in a while. Copy link. Here we go. Let's roll. Let's roll. These will fill up quick. Super chat by Mr. Cody. Appreciate you, Cody. The Code Meister. Code Meister says, got Lamar, Rodgers, Mixon, Zeke, Adams, and Hill. Would you trade Hill or Adams in a dynasty league? Depends on what you're going to get, though, bro. Like, I'm going after the 1.1. You know, I'm going after guys like Waddle. I'm going after, the top 3 wide receivers. So, like, it depends, man, what you're talking about. I would rather trade. I don't know which one I'd rather trade to. Probably Adams. I think Hill has a better shot at playing. All right, here we go. We're good to go. We're full. Let's start the draft. Thank you, Cody. And if you have a follow-up, let me know. But I'd probably trade Adams over Hill, but both of them I worry about like 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying, broski? Let's go with the Javonte Meister. I ain't scared to take him. I ain't scared to take him 2 overall. You can at me all you want. Ball is life. Don't worry. We'll do it at least one more, okay? Josh Allen. What is going on here? Oh, is this set up as a super flex? Oh, God. Hold on. I'm sorry. I want him to get a chance. Why does it do that? It's so dumb. Use the last setting I have. Why are you going to set it to a super flex when the last thing I did was not a super flex? Ridiculous. It doesn't save anything. Okay, we're resuming. Don't take a quarterback, bro. It's not a super flex. So first pick was Jonathan Taylor. Javonte went second. Najee went third. And now, I don't know who that is. Oh, we'll call him number 6. Number 6 took Cooper Kupp at number 4. Christian McCaffrey went number 5 to therapist. He's a believer in the McCaffrey Meister. That's where I'm at. Both are getting up in age. I mean, look at like Waddle, Cody. Look at it's always good to go across position too, but more so when you have a running back to get a wide receiver. But I mean, I want to get Walker or Breece Hall. You know, that's what I want to get badly. AJ Brown, J-Dub. J-Dub's in the business of reaching lately, bro. J-Dub, you've reached on a lot of these picks, bro. AJ Brown will fall to your 2.6. I swear, like, mock drafts never shock me. There's always, like, 2 or 3 very unusual picks in the first 3 rounds. And I'm not trying to rip on it, your AJ pick there, J-Dub. It's just we never see it. Like, it's shocking. Like, when you see something sticking out like a sore thumb, it's shocking. When you see Javonte Williams getting half the reps that anybody else is getting, halftime work, and he's number 1 in the NFL in broken tackles, it's shocking. But number 7 overall, that is just unusual. Alvin Kamara. It's so hard to draft or pass on Alvin Kamara. Or Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey, to be honest. Like, those are 3, and Dalvin Cook. Those are 4 players that are really hard to gauge where you're going to take them. Therapist says CMC's got the highest ceiling. He's also got the lowest floor, bro, out of everybody you're drafting there. So it's a catch-22. It's a double-edged sword, pal. It's a double-edged fork. Because McCaffrey could be the highest upside guy, but he could also not play. He could get hurt before week 1. Just the way he's doing. What's up, Silver? Yeah, AJ Brown's got first round upside, but he can't stay healthy enough to prove that he's there. CD Lamb and McCaffrey, not a bad duo there. Cooper Kupp. Who did AJ Brown? He took Debo. That was a good pick, J-Dub. I like the Debo pick. Debo is good value there. AJ Brown's just really high, bro. Really high. Breece Hall, you son of a bee, looter. You sniper. I'm going to time out if I'm not careful. I'm just going to have to, I'm going to miss my pick. So I got to start queuing people. What am I doing? I got all this time to spare. I'm talking myself out of being able to pre-rank these guys properly. Okay, so Mike Evans and Keenan Allen went. So Javonte, Josh Allen. I don't feel bad about that Josh Allen pick. I was a little rushed, but I could take... This is so hard. It's a little early, but I really want a receiver I can trust here. And I feel like Waddle's not bad there. I like Waddle more in the late 3rd or mid-3rd or especially top of the 4th, but I'd rather walk out of here feeling really comfortable talent-wise with the 3 guys I get, and I feel really good about those 3 guys. I don't love the fact that Waddle has Tyreek Hill there, but I feel like Waddle is going to be really, really good, and I feel like Hill, for whatever reason, you could call it a gut instinct, you could call it a garbage take. I'm fine with that. You could call me what you want. Call me names, I don't care. Call it a garbage take, a gut instinct, no facts, sloppy reporting, whatever. I just have a bad feeling about Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying he's going to miss the whole year or something. I'm not going to say he's going to miss like 8 games. I don't know what it is, but I have a bad feeling. You could call it an intuition, gut-driven, no factual-based take. You know, I don't care. I'm admitting that. I'm admitting that right now. I just worry about Tyreek. I feel like there's something wrong when I picture him having a top 4, top 5 season. I don't know what it is. Part of it is he's always a little bit nicked up, but he's also that speed guy. I worry about hamstring issues. He's always, I don't know. I have a little bit of a worry. He might be used a lot running the football. I'm really, really liking Waddle. I'm really liking Waddle. We're probably not going more than 5 rounds. It's not how we roll 49er because I like to get through more mock drafts. I know you want me to go longer, but it's not going to happen right now, pal. If you ask everybody in here, they'd rather roll through another mock draft than string this out and have less mock drafts. That's just kind of the way we do things here. As we get deeper into the year and the ADP data looks a little stronger, we'll probably do, 1 out of the 4 or 5. We'll go like 7, 8 rounds. But for right now, I like rolling with more mock drafts, bro. Nobody likes watching an 8th and 9th round pick. You do because you're drafting, but no one likes watching the 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th round. I've tuned into shows before that are mock drafting in round 15 with a 2-minute timer and everybody in the chat's asleep. That's not how we do it. Mixon. Let's go from the far right. Mixon, Devontae Adams, Barkley, Judy. Interesting. Jamar Chase, Chubb, Walker, Burrow. Love it. That's top 6. Dalvin, Henry, Mahomes, Cooper. If those 2 running backs, Cook and Henry, stay healthy, you're going to be a top 3 team. Very, very worrisome guys, though. Let me go a little further. Dalvin, Cook, and okay, so far right, Swift, Kamara, Hopkins, Rodgers. Pretty solid. A little early on Rodgers, I think. You don't need to do that. Justin Jefferson, Hill, Herbert, David Montgomery. Not a bad running back considering no running back until the 4th round, bro. A.J. Brown, Debo, Aaron Jones, Fournette. Not loving the team overall. I like the value of Fournette or Aaron Jones in the 4th. I don't like grabbing both of them in the 3rd, 4th. I'd rather go running back. I think that's why you go running back up above instead of doing the double wide receiver and reaching on AJ's because you're reaching on the 2 running backs too. Man, let's cue some people. Let's cue some people up. God, it goes so quick. You guys are snipers, man. 15 seconds. I've got a wide receiver, running back, quarterback, so I can do whatever I want here. Man, Kittle's interesting. Let's just do it. Why not? Because I have a feeling that 1.1 is going Kittle if I leave Kittle out there. And I like a number of guys right around even that I can take this gamble, still find someone I really like at this 5.2 pick. But I don't want Kittle to get away from me and then I lose that ability. I really like this squad so far. Russell Wilson, okay. That doesn't hurt us. We got a quarterback. That's fine. It'd really help if you take a tight end. 5.1. Don't take my guy. Don't snipe my guy. Don't snipe. Thank you. Tight end. Didn't need a tight end. Did need a quarterback. Boom! Now, the question is, do we go Deontay and get our second wide receiver? We need a running back. All things being equal, I do value position and factor in position. I am best player available, but while all things are equal, Deontay, ETN feel very close to me. I'm going to go ETN because I think that solves our running back need. That's a good squad. Javonte, ETN at running back. Josh Allen, Waddle, Kittle. I'm very happy with that team. Probably get let's see, wide receivers that would be available to me on the way back. Probably Sutton, Ayuk, Pittman, St. Brown, Renfro, Claypool, Mooney. Those guys I'd definitely get as a second wide receiver. So. All right. Love it. Allen, Williams, Waddle, Kittle, Etienne, sign me up. Top 4. Wilson, Taylor, Allen, Waller, Evans. It's a good squad. I wouldn't say top 4, but like it could be. I have to go through everything. I might come back to that, but we'll push you out a little bit for right now. Not that it's a bad team. Brees Hall, Najee, McLaurin, Pitts, Mitchell. Very, very crafty. I would say that's borderline top 5, top 6 right there. Gibson, Cup, Kelsey, Jacobs, Deontay, not bad. Therapist, McCaffrey, CD, Higgins, DK, Elliott, not bad. Murray, Eckler, Diggs, Andrews, Connor, solid. Lamar, Aaron Jones, AJ Brown, Debo, Fournette, not bad. Herbert, Monty, Jefferson, Tyreek, Dillon. It's a good squad. It's weirdly balanced, but I like it. Like Dillon and Montgomery need to step up, but if they do, you're gonna ball. If Hill stays healthy, I don't know why I have that feeling about him. There's no factual data to back it up. I have nothing to go on but my gut, but I'm just not feeling great about Hill right now. Aaron Rodgers felt way too early at 4.4. Swift, Hopkins, Schultz, Kamara. Everything's riding on Kamara, but that could be a really good team if he could be top 5. Mahomes, Cook, Cooper, Henry, Godwin, very, very crafty team. All relies on Cook and Henry, and if Henry stays healthy, you're going to ball. Chubb, Walker, Mike Thomas. That's more about where we're seeing Mike Thomas go. And I've taken him in the 5th round. I've taken him at like 4 or 5.2 before. So it's not like I know where was it? Who was it? Wesley. It's not like I don't take him once in a while. I just 3rd round. You guys are gonna pay. That's how it felt, Wesley. That's all I'm saying. I like him at 5.2 to 5.1 in one league, Wesley. And I appreciate you, Wesley. Deshaun, gonna miss 4 to 8 games. Just saying. Mixon, Adams, Barkley, Judy. Okay, let's go one more. Let's go ahead and go into these settings this time and see if it didn't stick. 1 QB. It looks like you got to do like 2 in a row before it'll stick to your settings, which is ridiculous. Copy draft link. I'm going to go with a 5 pick this time. Copy draft link. And drop it now. Boom. Mock draft link loaded. Commence. Commence and grab spots now. Schultz is a league winner, pal. Boom. We're full. Start draft. J-Dub, don't take JT, J-Dub, please. Thank you. Thank you, J-Dub. Thank you, J-Dub. Thank you, J-Dub. These are my glow-in-the-dark golf balls. I'm on the clock. So it went Najee, easy call. Javonte Will. No hesitation. This is my number 2 overall player. I'll take Javonte Williams all day. It went JT, Austin Eckler, which is the highest we've seen him go in a mock draft yet. Cooper Kupp, that's probably the highest we've seen Cooper Kupp go. Not that it's not warranted, but both Najee and Javonte still on the board. I can't go Kupp, but I love Kupp at 4, 5, 6 if the top 3 running backs are off the board, or even top 4 if you want to throw Eckler in there. Then we got Najee Harris. You can't even see the screen on there. What good's that angle? Najee Harris at 4, Javonte at 5, Jefferson at 6, Chase at 7, DeAndre Swift at 8. Now we're at pick 9. Pick number 9. Swift. 9 seconds left. Who is that? Big Dog? 9 seconds left, Big Dog. McCaffrey. I don't mind McCaffrey there. I don't love it. I like him more like 10, 11, 12, and that's one pick early. Not a big deal. Henry, same thing. I think people get so wrapped up in my negativity around Henry and McCaffrey that they just keep pushing him down. I'm not opposed to anybody taking a gamble on either McCaffrey or Henry around 10, 11, 12, and then into the second round. It is funny sometimes when literally Henry and McCaffrey and Cook in a mock draft will last to like 3.1. Like, it's not realistic that that's going to happen. Diggs and Hill, Adams all going in that little bunch right there. Adams, I like right around the 12, 13. I thought I wouldn't, honestly. After that trade happened, I was like, I'm not going to like Adams in the top 5 wide receivers, but he's right there at 5'6". Him and Hill, I thought for some reason both of them would be very, very, very far down comparatively to where they were after those trades. But the fact is, when you roll through a mock draft and you get to the 12, 13, they are still, even if they fall down to the bottom of tier 1, they're still above the receivers right below them. Like, you can't take a CeeDee Lamb ahead of Hill or Adams. I almost want to trade down, you know. Let's start queuing some people because I'm gonna get in trouble here and timeout. So we'll go ahead and queue these bad boys. We'll go ahead and queue everybody that I feel is worthy of a pick here. And then wide receiver. There's definitely a lot of talent left. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's see here. So Luter took Jefferson, Lamb. Thanks a lot, Luter. Let's go to my queue. I feel real good about Breece Hall here. I'm going to take Hall. And you might say to yourself, well, boy, Smitty, did you just take Breece Hall over Dalvin Cook? I did. And I would. And I will. And I can. So I will. I will take Breece Hall over Dalvin Cook. And you can laugh all you want. You can giggle all the way to your draft board when you go select Cook. And I selected Breece Hall already. I'm fine with it. Like, I think Breece Hall is going to climb into the top 8, 9, 10 overall come August, late August, and we'll see what everybody has to say about it. Or it's Kenneth Walker. It depends on which one lands in the ideal landing spot. But if one of these guys lands in Buffalo, and it could be Hall, it could be Walker, it could be either one, we'll see how funny it is that we're drafting this kid in the mid-second round right now and feeling like it's a bargain. I don't want anybody to start grabbing him at 10, 11, 12, 13 right now. Don't do that. Don't go ruining ADP and messing it up for the rest of us. But Breece Hall, by the end of August, will be in the top 8 to 14 overall. Let's make it a wide enough range so nobody gets their panties in a bunch. 8 to 12, 8 to 14. Breece Hall will climb into that value. It's no different than Najee Harris last year. He is every bit as good as Najee Harris coming out of college. Okay? His situation needs to be great. We'll see if it is. I'm on the clock. I couldn't be happier with my options. Do I go running back? I don't think I will. I think I'm going to bank on Hopkins this year in that mid-third. I'm pretty okay with that draft selection. I'm fine with that. I like the Walker pick, pal. Luter, I would have taken Walker. If I didn't want to go triple running back, which I don't really like to do unless it's the best player available by a mile, when things are even and equal, Walker, Breece Hall, I don't know that I want to go both of them, although both of them could be electric, both of them could be elite. And in fact, if I was like at a little bit further down and I didn't get Javonte, let's say I was at pick 7 and I got one of the Cooper Kupp or Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson wide receivers, the top 3 guys, I would have been okay going Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker with my back-to-back running backs in round 2 and round 3. and then having my wide receiver up in round 1. So give me a JJ, a Breece Hall, and a Kenneth Walker all day long in redraft. I'm fine with that. Of course, I would love it in Dynasty, but it's not going to happen because Breece Hall is going to be a first-round lock in Dynasty. You're going to have to take him at like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 overall to get Breece Hall in a Dynasty draft. Which, if you want to draft Dynasty, I might remind you, you need to get on over to my Dynasty channel, which I'm going to pin right now at this web address right here, youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football. If you guys aren't subbed up to this one, sub to my Dynasty channel on YouTube. You are missing out. So I would like everybody to click this link that I'm pinning right now. Do your boy Smitty a solid and jump over to the Dynasty channel real quick and subscribe and make sure you are following me on the Dynasty channel. Otherwise, you're not going to do Dynasty mock drafts, okay? So get with the times. Boy, are we dropping the value of Akers on this channel. I mean, it's crazy how far he falls. It's crazy, broskies. Deontay's decent value here. McLaurin's decent value here. I'm going to cue Mike Thomas, Wesley. I'm cueing Mike Thomas, pal. I mean, Akers isn't bad here. Wink. I don't want him. But given that you guys, a lot of you do believe in Akers, I mean, this would be good value, but I just don't like him. I'm not a big fan. Mitchell shouldn't have fell to the 4th round. That's an ADP flaw in this. So Luter, don't get too excited that you're going to see that in real life. That's some crazy pre-rank stuff right there. Okay, I mean, I waited on my wide receivers here. DK's pretty darn good. I'm feeling real good about that squad right there. Hopkins, DK at wide receiver. Javonte and Breece Hall. Sign me up from the 1. What am I drafting at? The 1.5? I love that 1.5 draft that I just dropped right there. We ain't even done yet. Don't look at my queue. Don't peep at my queue, Luter. Luter was looking at my queue. Waller is a good value in round 5. Round 4 is still okay, like 4.11, 4.12, but like when you get into round 5, Waller is pretty solid. I kind of advise against going quarterback like Brady or A-Rod in the 4th round. I feel like if you're not going to take Josh Allen or Herbert or Burrow or Mahomes, it feels a little bit better to wait, I think. But, you know, because like Russell Wilson in round 5 or 6, Trey Lance, combination of Trey Lance and Stafford, if you want to be safe about Trey, like those feel very comfortable. Like I love Russell Wilson in round 6, 7 if he falls. Like he'll probably go in 6. He'll go in 5 in some leagues, but Russell Wilson's phenomenal in the 6th round. Phenomenal. Cortland Sutton. James Conner. Michael Thomas. Kyle Pitts, you sniper. I was really wanting Kyle Pitts, but I know what? I'm going to snipe Luter right here because Luter's been sniping me all day. Take ETN out of Broski. Look at that team. Javonte. Let's go here. Team view. Javonte, Breece Hall, Hopkins, DK, ETN. Sign me up. I'm digging it. There's Cam. Cam's gonna go way before 5th round. Like I don't know what I'm doing to the Cam Akers value. It's plummeting beyond any kind of belief just by telling people over and over not to. Guys, don't listen to me on everything. I honestly believe Cam is gonna bust, but he's going like in the 3rd round in the real world or 2nd round in some cases. Crazy, man. I just don't believe in him. Believe in him if you want. I like the Dylan pick. Believe in him if you want. I myself am not going near Cam Akers in 2022. There is a point, a line in the sand, like if he's there in the 5th round, do I grab him? Probably. You know, probably just to trade him. You know, I'd grab him in the 5th round to trade him. But I don't know that I would be hanging on to him. I'm not a big fan, but I definitely feel like we're affecting his value. I don't want to say too much because I don't believe in him, but maybe trade value wise, you can get him. All right, let's look at these teams real quick, and then Javonte, Hopkins, Breece Hall, Metcalf, ETN. I know I'm biased, but I'm pretty honest when I don't like my team. And I love my team here. Top 5. JT, Higgins, Andrews, Aaron Jones, Sutton. Not bad, but probably not top 5. What did you do here? JT, Andrews, Aaron Jones, Higgins, Cortland Sutton. J-Dub, we need to work on the... I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Where's my phone? We need to work on this in the one-on-one text line, pal. You need to order the lifetime membership right here. Get your sleeperu.com lifetime membership and one-on-one text advice for 2 years at sleeperu.com. Sleeper, the letter U.com. We need you over here, pal. Get some. Okay, I'm going to pin this. Go check out my site, pal. I need you over there. Goon. Josh Allen, Eckler, Judy, Waller, Connor. J. Buck. Brady, Kamara, Cup, Fournette, Mike Thomas. So a lot riding on Kamara's suspension. And Mike Thomas bouncing back. But if it did, you'd be good. Herbert, Najee, Deontay, Pitts, Cook. Oh, good squad on paper. Like, we'll see what happens with Cook. Honestly, that could work out to be a really good team if Cook stays healthy and out of trouble. Luter, Walker, Jefferson, Lamb, Mitchell, Cooper. Very understated top 6-7 team. I like it. Doesn't mean it can't be 2 or 3 or 4. I'm just saying you're in the top 6, right in that range. Gibson, Jamar, Kelsey, McLaurin, Akers. Lifetime membership, you get lifetime content for life. That means rankings, bold predictions, the video courses, which I'll add to every year. So I have a library of video courses that are getting released slowly each week as I make them. How to draft from the 1.1 and crush it. How to draft from the 1.2 and crush it. How to trade into the first round. How to trade out of the first round. How to negotiate trades. Library coming. Every single week I'm dropping new ones into the library. Library of video courses. Trade calculator. Rankings. Everything. All of that. If you buy the top level lifetime membership, you're going to get the lifetime content for free. But you get 2 years of text advice one-on-one with your boy Smitty if you buy that top level lifetime membership. 2 years of one-on-one text advice where you can send me a text on demand and we hash it out. So go buy that. Buy it, get some. And I want J-Dub in there because J-Dub, you got some good instincts. We just got to work on the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? Get you primed and ready for 2022, pal. Like that squad. Walker, Jefferson, I like that. Okay, where was I? This one's, it's good. Mahomes, Swift, AJ Brown, Monty, Dillon. A little tweaking needs to be done on that one. But 1 or 2 picks away. Murray, McCaffrey, Waddle, Mixon, Godwin, very understated. Nice squad. Henry, Keenan Allen, Kittle, Chubb, DJ Moore. Would be a top 6-7 squad if Henry's balling all year. Burrow, Jacobs, Devontae, Debo, JK. Not a huge fan of JK, but that's good value considering. Not a big fan of Josh Jacobs, but you know, I guess because those 2 wide receivers or 2 running backs are the 2 running backs you chose. I like your approach. Like Adams and Debo and Burrow is a really good tripod, if you will. But like, I'd rather have a ETN and a Kenneth Walker if they were somehow available there. I don't know if Kenneth Walker was there at 4.2. If you had Kenneth Walker and ETN instead of JK and Jacobs, you'd be a top 5 team. Maybe top 4. Just my thinking there. I could be wrong. Boston, Lamar, Barkley, Tyreek, Diggs, Evans. Very good wide receivers. Not a huge Barkley fan, but if Barkley bounces back to form, you would be in the top 5 or 6. But I don't think he will. But that's okay, bro. I might not be right. I might not be right, broski. Don't listen to me. Breece will be fire in Buffalo. Let me tell you. Let me tell you right now. Breece Hall will drop absolute fire. Subscribe to the Dynasty channel. You guys see that pinned, right? Let me go and see how many of you signed up or subscribed for free to the Dynasty channel. How many of you have done it since we started the live stream? Not enough of you have, considering we have how many people in here watching live? 60 to 70 bouncing back and forth. Subscribe to the Dynasty channel. The link is pinned. If Hall goes to Buffalo, Singletary is done. Ha ha, says Matt. That's not very nice, Matt. That's not very nice of you to laugh at Singletary. I don't know if he's done, but he's not the same guy. If, let's say, Breece Hall goes to Buffalo or Kenneth Walker goes to Buffalo, then you've got Devin Singletary in a change of pace role, but Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker are on their way to top 5 to 10 running back numbers. Easy. Top 5 to 10 running back numbers in Buffalo. Other landing spots, potentially. Let's take a look at the landing spots for these running backs. Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, Rachaad White, who's quietly my number 3 running back. Love Rachaad White. Dude's Alvin Kamara 2.0, but taller, bigger. Just wait. So we got to figure that no running back's going in the top 10, right? As we get into like 12, Minnesota, no. Washington, no. 13 overall, Houston Texans. It's possible. Like if they're in rebuild mode, they're like, let's take a running back. It's possible, bro. Like it's early, probably not going to happen. They're not ready to win. So would they want to waste a year of a running back? It's a little high. Salary is going to be higher, so probably not going to draft him at 13, but it's possible. That's the first possibility. Philly could take it. Philly's got what, 3 picks? 3 picks at 15, 16, and 19. If you're a team that has 3 picks in that range, you've got to be thinking Hall with one of those picks. Philly might land him. Philly might land Walker. They might land Hall, but it's not a lock. But 3 picks in that range. Chargers aren't taking him at 17. Saints aren't taking him at 18. So Philly, even though Houston's a possibility, they're unlikely. Philly's really the first legitimate Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker sweepstake go-getter, in my opinion, with the pick 15, the pick 16, the pick 19. Most likely they'd take him at 19. They would wait of the 3 picks. That would be a awful scenario, but I certainly would rather him go to Buffalo. Like I definitely want him going somewhere where he could be used a ton and then focus around him. But Philly ruins players. So like I don't really want him to go to Philly, honestly. I don't really want him to go to Philly. I have to reignite the glow when I slam that, by the way. If you think this guy's got Tourette's, he's just throwing the ball down to the ground. Yeah, in the end, I don't want him to go to Philly. Philly could ruin him. It's a decent spot in theory. There's weapons there like Devontae Smith, and then you got Hurts, who can, move the football down the field at least, and the Eagles would be in good field position often, but Philly could misuse him entirely. But then again, they could ride him. It could be an interesting place. It's definitely scary, but it could be interesting at the same time. So 17, no to the Chargers. 18, no. 19 again, Philly, probably the first spot. Pittsburgh, no. They got Najee. 21, I don't think Bill's using a 21 pick on a running back, so I'm going to say no there. Green Bay, no. Arizona is the next best option after Philly. Not best option. I don't love the Philly spot. The next logical potential landing spot for either Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall in Arizona. So it goes Philly in order of likely to take a hardcore look at running back. It would go Philly and AZ so far. So Philly and AZ so far at 23. And should we put the picks here? So this is 19 and this is 23. Those are the two most likely landing spots that I can envision so far. Where's my margin on that? There we go. So 19 to Philly, 23 to Arizona. After Arizona, it's Dallas. No. They've got Pollard. They've got Elliott. They're not drafting a running back. Buffalo, 25. And this is the best landing spot for Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker. So 25, Buffalo. Tennessee, no. Tampa, probably not. They got Fournette. They're paying him. Green Bay, no. No way. KC is the next potential spot, even though they're not likely to take another running back that high. I get that, but they're still so far the one team that would probably toy around with the idea. And they've got the 29 and 30 picks. So when you think about it, they have 2 picks. It's not, sometimes a team goes, we can't use our pick on that on a running back, but when you have 2 picks, it makes it a little bit different of a potential. Aaron says Eagles have a crowded backfield. Do they? Do they, Aaron? Because last I checked, Miles Sanders is not a running back that you lean on. And Boston Scott, no. I'm getting Gainwell. I mean, I like Gainwell a lot as a shifty guy, but there's no way any of those guys are comparable at all. So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't. KC at 29-30. Bengals, no. Although it would be smart. You want my opinion, the smartest landing spot for Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker would be Cincy, because Mixon's only got so much time left. So I believe Cincy would actually be a very smart landing spot. I don't know that they're going to take a running back because Mixon's still doing it. But you're talking about Jamar Chase, you're talking about Burrow. If you added Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker to that running back stable, because Mixon will break down very soon. Mixon doesn't have 3 years left. If you think Mixon's got 3 years left at an elite level, you're a Mixon dynasty owner, because the dude's been seeing 8-man front after 8-man front for quite some time, and he finally in 2021 saw an opportunity to see opened up rushing lanes, but it has been a long time coming for him. He's got abuse to the rafters. So Cincinnati would actually be very smart to draft Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker and get a top 5 to 6 running back on lock for the next 5-6 years. Have the number 1 or 2 wide receiver overall in the NFL. Have the number 3 or 2 or 4 or 1 quarterback overall in the NFL. You literally have the tripod. You'd have literally a top 5 guy at every one of the main skill positions other than the tight end spot if you draft Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker. So I don't want to hear about Mixon holding back the Bengals from considering this. I heard about, no, you're not taking Jamar Chase all offseason last year. You've got to take Sewell. You've got to take Sewell, Smitty. If you don't take Sewell, it's going to be a disaster. The world's going to end. The Mayans predicted it, Smitty. They're going to take Sewell. The Mayans said. This is what everybody said. But no, the answer was Chase, rightly so, proven by a Super Bowl appearance 1 or 2 plays away. And you still have some of these knuckleheads that come out and say, see, they lost the Super Bowl. Told you Sewell was the pick. What world do you live in? What world do you live in where you literally 1 or 2 plays away from a Super Bowl ring and you're going to bring up Sewell as if the Bengals would have got this far without Jamar Chase? Are you out of your minds? The Bengals have already improved the offensive line. Things are in motion. Sewell was not the pick. Jamar Chase was the only pick. Proven by last season. Your boy Smitty said Bengals win the division. Your boy Smitty said the Bengals would make the Super Bowl. I said they win the division before the season, though. That was on record. Go look for it. And then Detroit. Detroit not taking a running back. These are your first round running back potential suitors. Most likely being Buffalo. Second most likely being probably KC or AZ. Buffalo AZ. If not, we're waiting until round 2. These are your likely running back suitors in round 1 at their prospective draft slots. Mixon has one more good year. He makes too much money, and the Bengals will probably trade him. Potentially, Aaron. He could have one more good year, but you still wouldn't, in my opinion, pass on Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker if you know what you're doing in there in that situation. That's all she wrote for today, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Until the next time, your boy Smitty appreciates you being here. We'll mock draft later. Maybe not tonight, but we'll keep mock drafting. And you can bet we're going to mock draft more and more and more as the offseason moves along. A lot of rookie content coming down the way. What's up, Faithful Lee? Omar and Brian. Matt, appreciate you all being here. Appreciate the super chats that we got. If anybody wants in the Cooper Cup 2022 League,
I give you Fantasy Cup 2022.
15 rounds, 96 owners. That's 1,440 picks. 8 copies of every player in the player pool.
That means Jonathan Taylor will likely consume all of picks 1 through 8. And Henry and Cup could make up most of picks 9 through 24.
60-minute timer.
This draft could take 80 days to complete.
96 owners, 15 rounds, 8 copies of every player in the player pool.
One division of 96. One winner.
I give you Fantasy Cup 2022.
if you would like to be in that league, all you have to do is drop a $20 super chat or more. It's not an entry fee of any kind, but it gets you into an amazing league where we've got some amazing prizes. We've got a 49er Hall of Fame helmet signed by Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. It's a Hall of Fame amazing red helmet. It's going to the winner. I got my ring from my peeps over at Custom Fantasy Rings. They sent it to me yesterday. I've shown you them before, but this is my custom ring that they sent me. So the winner's going to get one of these bad boys. It looks and feels like a real Super Bowl ring. It feels like one, looks like one, shines like one. It says champion. It says fantasy champion on there. And then mine says Smitty 22. And then, you know, it has like a record, and then it has the 2022 right there. But this is my example ring, and it's amazing. It's amazing. These things are like real Super Bowl rings, so they feel like it. You know, they're about $199 to like $300. So this is one of the prizes going to first place of the Cooper Cup League. And it comes in this amazing box that if you pull it out in front of your girl, they'll think you're proposing. So be very careful. Again, the Hall of Fame Jerry Rice and Joe Montana helmet going to the first place winner. So if you want to be in the Cooper Cup 2022 League, where there's 8 copies of every player in the player pool, 96 picks per round, the draft will take over 1 month to complete. The timer will be 1 hour long, and then you get skipped, but you can pre-rank. And you can see, you know, far ahead as to when you need to pre-rank if you're going to be asleep or whatever. Timer's off at midnight to 6 a.m. But if you sleep in, you'll want to just make sure you pre-rank. But off 6 hours a day, the timer off. 1 hour timer, 96 picks. That means round 1 is 96 picks in it. Round 1 is 96 picks in it. Now, that might seem intimidating. You might think, oh, I got to draft a lot of... No. 8 copies of every player in the player pool. So pick 96 feels like 12. Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. 8 copies of Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill will be floating around pick 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. You can't ever draft 2 of any one player, but the copies are there to be consumed. So, like, example, if you're number 1 overall and you select on the drop-down box, you won't see 8 Jonathan Taylors. There'll be 1 Jonathan Taylor that you can draft. You take them. Pick number 2 overall, we'll see 1 Jonathan Taylor, even though there's 7 of them still out there. So you can never own the same player twice, like 2 copies of them, but and there'll be no trading. So, but you can consume 8 copies. Everybody gets to consume up to 8 copies spread out, and then so basically the first 8 picks will be Jonathan Taylor. So if you want in that league, drop a $20 super chat at any point during the off season as we head into that draft. The draft will begin June 1. You will be sorry if you're not a part of this draft. You will wish you grabbed one of these final spots that are available. There's about 15 spots or so left. You will be very, very sad if you're not in this draft because we're going to talk about it, show it, hype it up, updates, showing the standings all the time, who was the high scorer of the week. We're going to be pimping this different than we did last year with the door leagues. We didn't really talk about the door leagues during the year. We're going to hype this league up constantly, and then we're going to turn it into something for next year. You know, the defending champ and what, you know, how to, who's going to take the defending champ down, and prizes will probably get even better next year. So get ready and send me a DM on the Fantasy Football Show on Instagram if you want more information or whatever. But I pretty much provided it all to you. Subscribe if you're new. Punch the thumbs up button and sub on your way
Hit
in.
that subscribe button if you're new, and wipe your feet at the door.
Appreciate every one of you. And how many days the draft will last? Probably it could last anywhere between 30 and 60. Depends on how quick everybody is. But there's an hour timer. So there's literally 96 picks in every round. There's like 15 rounds or whatever, 12 rounds. So it could be 2 months long. But if everybody drafts quickly, it's going to obviously cut down the draft. But it's a real league. You're gonna wish you were in it if you're not. Appreciate everybody. I will see you all later. Tomorrow, I'm live every Monday through Friday. As you will see right here. Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, here on the Fantasy Football Show. We are always live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And your boy Smitty does a lot of emergency live streams, because that's how I roll. Big news breaks. I come out here, I step into my studio, turn the lights on, like this was. Ziggy, studio off. I basically walk in and I go, Ziggy, studio on.
You want to see your videos on, right?
No, Ziggy. Ziggy, studio on.
Here are some results.
Oh my God, Ziggy's fired. I can't even turn my lights back on. Ziggy doesn't work. Ziggy, you're worthless.
I'd like to know what went wrong.
Yeah, I would too.
Give me more details. Just say.
Any emergency live stream, any breaking news, head on over to the show. You know I'm live if there's breaking news. See you tomorrow.